Testing family. How you guys doing today? Welcome. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Sorry I don't have myself in the screen. My video camera, I don't know, it's been acting a little funny. I probably got to go get a new one. I'll probably do that sometime this weekend. So sorry about that. First off, let's say we got a new moderator today, you guys. We got a new moderator, family. Just Be Real. First in the building. Just Be Real, first in the building. Have made a new moderator. Ghost, where you at, fam? Ghost, where you at? We got Curly Bear in the building. The Chief Holidays in the building. James Walker's in the building. Miss Sandra in the building. We have Miss Mohawk in the building. Who else we got in the building? Where we at? We finna get it in today. We got Trap BAP in the building. What up? So again, sorry y'all that your boy Ty Data don't have his visuals right. I turned on the camera, it was giving me a hard time. So I just said, fuck it, I'm gonna do the show without the visuals. So excuse me for that. I will be having a new camera pretty soon. But let's get it in. Woke Sisters in the building. So what up, Just Be Real, man? Welcome to welcome to Original People's News. And if the camera do cut on, if it do decide to cut on, I guess I'll go ahead and use it. But it kind of cuts on when it feels like it, and it's probably due because sometimes I leave the computer on and it get hot in the back, and I believe that the USB in the back got a little warm, and so it can cause problems. Or one of my kids got a hold of it, or one of my kids got a hold of it, or something like that. But Shayla Wu, what's up? Toronto Battle, what's up? Who else we got out there? Where y'all at? We finna get into it today, y'all. We finna get into it heavy. So everybody welcome. Make sure we welcome the new moderator we got, was first in the building. Also to the new moderator, we will ask you go to the 5000 Elite. Go ahead and go sign up there at the 5000 Elite. Just with the rest of the folks. With the rest of the folks. Indigenous Indigo in the building. Shalom. Harigato. Assalamu alaikum. All that. Ni hao. All that. So we finna get it in today. Now today you see I have up here the US debt. Peace nonetheless in the building. What up, family? What up? Just Be Real in the building. So as you can see, we have a new little feature. We have the national US debt up there. Now that is an actual real debt as we going into right now. That's real. That is no conspiracy theory. That is no bullshit I made up. It's it's a visual, and it's to let you know the real world you're living in. Because if I sit here and talk about the national debt, it's a difference in actually looking at it. So we're gonna go through that. Virginia in the building, Brandon in the building. So yeah, we welcome them. So the name of today's segment is Original People News. It's China's terms and condition. $14 billion to the Aboriginals of America. Now, first off, let me start off by saying No, I do not have a $14 million deal lined up. A $1 billion deal lined up. And also, let me say, if I did, I wouldn't admit it yet. So, you know, let's keep it real. Now, the reason why, you know, the reason why people have to understand this is because people have to understand the world that we living in, and people actually have to understand our capabilities and what we are capable of doing when we move as a unit. Now, to the low scumbags, you know, something like this might be a little Pokemon for them and a little cartoony for them to think of themselves as somebody that's worthy of $14 billion. Now, but to somebody who deals with money, you know, and you deal with a population, you will understand $14 billion is a okay amount of money, not even that much amount of money when you're dealing with, you know, a lot of different people and things like that. But we want to put you in the mindset, and we want to let you know some of the things and some of the tactics and some of the solutions that we be working on, and some of the things we talk about in the background. Now, understand, this is a realistic option. Now, it's not to say it's going to work, and so, but we're not in a position to determine what the fuck's going to work, because yo ass go to church every Sunday, and you ain't, you know what I'm saying, you ain't got no multi-billion-dollar company. So whatever little conclusion or whatever little logic you can come up with, hey, you might have some good points, but you still don't have the real raw data or the paperwork to back you up in our modern day times as us. Not as someone in the past or whatever somebody done in the past. That's different. We're talking about us. Now, most people know I do work with the Chinese. Most people know that I do have a Chinese organization in China. And so it's not something that, I mean, I don't know. We're going to break it down. We're going to break it down. But first off, let me get into some of the basics for some of the new people, because we got some new people, and thank you guys for, you know, subscribing, and also welcome home. Thank you for swallowing the red pill. Welcome home to the new people. You know, this is a little bit where, Aboriginal, this is one of the channels where the Aboriginals live at. And, you know, we come on and kick it and things like that. Now, first off, let me address a couple things before we go into our business ventures. Also, you at the 5,000 Elite, many of you have received your 5,000 Elite membership card. Now, it is very crucial. It is very, very crucial that you know how to use your card. Now, with that card, that is official. We're now working for you. So you need to come up with a plan where we can benefit, have a benefit to you, where we can assist you. If you can't come to us and say, hey, bruh, I'm looking to do a clothing line, I'm going to need such and such and such and such and such and such, and we should be able to assist you. But if you don't let us know what you want, and you're not reaching out to us and communicating to us and letting us know, like, look, man, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that, and you have to stay on it. You see what I'm saying? You have to stay on it. You know what I'm saying? And so you can send as many emails if you want, as many phone calls as you want. Just make sure you stay on it. And us at the 5,000 Elite, it is our duty to be able to make sure we give you whatever we can to help you assist your goals, your dreams. Many other people sign up for the 5,000 Elite and they wind up helping the 5,000 Elite. Now we are thankful for that, but keep in mind, it is our job to help you. you know, and if you're helping us, that's, you know, that's even greater. But at the end of the day, it's our job to help you. So you have to make sure that you use that correctly, because if you don't use that correctly, then you're going to be, you know, a loose member. And we need to make sure all our members are well taken care of. We want to make sure all our members are dope, have very good visuals and graphics. We want to make sure, you know, we can try to have schedules. We want to make sure that everybody at 5,000 Elite, if you have a YouTube channel or have any business venture, we want to make sure it's tight, because each and every last one of you represent us and we represent each other. So that is very important. So let me get that. Let me make sure people understand that. So it's your job to contact us and say, hey man, I'm a member of the 5,000 Elite. One of my brothers, me and my brother was trying to go in business with a shoe company. What do you guys have to help us? And that's how that works. So now, don't forget, we got tribeup.app. That's our own social media network. It is very important. It is very vital that you use that, because at some point when we begin to wing away from YouTube and wing away from Google and wing away from all this bullshit that they got us under, TribeUp is going to be like the next, whatever you want to call it. But we're no longer going to ask you for your phone number. We're not going to ask you for your Facebook, and we're not going to ask you for your YouTube channel. We're just going to ask you, hey fam, what's your TribeUp? And once you give us your TribeUp, then we automatically, you know, connected. So it's very crucial that you get your TribeUp, you guys. And as you can see, TribeUp has been coming up a lot. It's been coming up a lot. Now, let's go ahead and get this powwow. Let's go ahead and talk about this powwow, because we haven't had a lot of time and a lot of attention and a lot of focus on it, because we're still getting nits and bits and pieces together. Now, understand this. When we have this powwow, it is not to showboat and gloat. There are strategic moves that will be made in the background. And when the powwow is over and said and done, there will be associations and corporations and all types of things attached with it. So although we might glamorize it as, oh man, come out to Vegas and, you know, we kick it and we have some funds and we got cheap holiday with visuals and a swimming pool and, you know, mermaid women and all type of whatever, that's all for show. But in reality, there will be strategic moves in our community that will be made during this time. So you should try to get yourself there so you can be a part of that. You know, just like when the people came out for the Million Man March, you still got old people say, man, I was there. They was a part of it. They was one of the million. It feels good. You know what I'm saying? And so you definitely want to be one of the thousands of millions of people at that powwow. You know what I'm saying? So definitely check that. Definitely look for more information on that. We're not going to pressure you and say, oh, nigga, you're not a real Aboriginal if you don't go. We ain't going to try to use no tactics like that. But definitely be on the lookout for that. Now, don't forget, we have the first American superheroes, you know, from your boy Libra Son. That will be coming out soon. Actually, no. We need more work on that. We got a lot more work to do. And this is actually one of the funnest projects that we have. And so, those of you who are cartoonists, who draw and who's into that type of stuff, you know, if you don't want to be a part of it and you got your own venture, at least sign up for the Elite and find out where we can help you at on your cartoon, on your skateboard devices, on whatever the hell you're doing. Okay, we want to put it on steroids. Okay, it don't matter what you're doing, unless it has to be legal though, fam. It has to be something legal. You know what I'm saying? And whatever you want to do, 5,000 Elite want to put what you're doing on steroids. So that's very important. So So we also have that coming up, and we have more things in the background coming up we have yet to talk about. Now, if I'm forgetting anything, am I forgetting anything? I'm pretty sure I am, because we got so much going on that it is almost impossible to get it all within, you know, a certain amount of time. Now, second, let me thank everybody who's blessed the platform, because keep in mind, every last one of us play a role in this platform. Okay, this is not Ty's Data platform. This is not, you know, just, you know, my platform. Sure, I have the keys, and sure, you know, sometimes I might, you know, I might have a word or two or some shit like that, you know, because we have to look at us as a whole and not look at us as an individual, you know. So I try to make sure we represent, you know what I'm saying, each other, you know, and things like that. So understand that that's very important. People understand that. And also shout out to the young, you know, to the young Aboriginals out there pumping that knowledge out. You know, we got the sister, I think her name is Rising Chickasaw. You know what I'm saying? Keep pumping that out. Y'all make sure y'all go support her. She's like our own. She's like our little field advice. You know what I'm saying? She keep us with the news. You know, she keep it short. You know what I'm saying? She keep it coming. You know what I'm saying? So we need to go support the sister as well. And you know, any way you can. You know, and support consists of multiple things. It consists of, you know, liking, sharing. It consists of thumbs up. It consists of comments. It consists of a couple of dollars here and now and then. You know, it consists of telling a friend, or, you know, things like that. There's multiple things when we say support. There's multiple ways, and there's no reason that our sister over there, Chickasaw Rising, should not be supported in our community, because she has become our new little, you know, field advice type of, you know, commentator. And so we definitely want to be working around with her, and we want to work with everybody so we can, you know, get some coordinating going and things like that. But keep in mind, this is the internet. All this shit needs to be taken with a grain of salt. And you know, so now let me see. With that being said, so let me kind of gradually go into what we're going to talk about. No, you ain't missed nothing too much, man. What up, DMV family in the building? You ain't missed too much. I was just not got done doing all our business ventures. You know what I'm saying? And giving thanks to all the people that bless the platform, because each one of you people play a role, even though you might not understand it or you might not think it. You all play a specific role. You know, we love all the characters. Each one of our characters is just phenomenal. You know, and we are, you know, and we all bring something to the table. So you ain't missed too much. But now I'm finna gradually go into the topic. And before this over, people have a completely understanding of what's going on. Now, so first I do want to talk about us and our platform and our home. You know, we all play a role, and there's no one man above the other. And so that is very important that we understand that. So we all very opinionated, and, you know, none of us are 100% the same, and that's, you know, that's what's very, very good about us. And so as you know, have your own characteristics and you have your own little lane, you know what I'm saying, understand that it is a part of what we're doing. Now, I like to say the Aboriginal movement, even though technically between me and you, DMV, we know it ain't no damn movement. It's just us, you know, learning the truth. You know what I'm saying? But I like to call it a movement because I like to emphasize on us, on there's work to be done. You know, there is work to be done. So that's why I use the word movement. So when y'all hear me use the word movement, you know, me and you, Keeper, you know, we ain't no, this ain't no damn movement. This is us, you know, doing us. And so, but there is lots of work to be done. And many other people who don't understand and they feel like they ain't seeing the work, and they feel like we still in the same boat. It's probably because you're not helping us. If you come to us and you say, hey man, you know what I'm saying, I want to help out, I want to, you know what I'm saying, I want to do something, and we get 9 Bible size ass assignments and be like, hey man, we need those done. Now your view will change. Now your view will change, because now you see we have to do a lot. And we have very little to go off of. You know, actually we do have a lot to go off of, but different people know different little things to go off of, so there's no one thing we can do. Now, so also let's get into Aboriginal, because it's very important we define what is an Aboriginal. Now, if we can get this deal, and we can get some movement going, we're going to have to determine what is an Aboriginal. It's going to be very important. Now, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna roll around to that. Let me get into the let me get into the community a little bit. Let me get into community. Then I'm gonna roll back to that. Now, understand something about our movement. Our movement has a base. It has a base philosophy. It has a base, you know, core processor. And many of the other communities never attack that. They always go and attack some little meaningless claim or some little meaningless thing that we threw out there. And they go down and they be going in on those little claims. They be going in on those little those little raunchy tactics that we just come up with out of the blue. And so hold on one second. Let me get something out the way. Okay, there we go. Now, some of those little raunchy tactics and some of those little, you know, some of those little claims that we be making. Now, most of the time when we attack them or we talk about them, we usually go straight for their base. We usually go straight. Rising Chickasaw, that's what it is. YouTube channel, Facebook. Oh yeah, Rising Chickasaw YouTube channel. Yeah, it's Rising Chickasaw. That's her channel. So she's like our little, you know, feel advised type of you know, news tactics, news broadcasting. And so we need to go support her. We need to, you know, because she stepped in that position, and right now we in a position where you can't find her. Okay, I'm gonna put the link in the chat. I'm gonna put the link in the chat before I go, and try to find that link so we can find the sister. And so but what I was saying is that others, so many home businesses. Yes, whatever you got. If somebody can help us find the sister, that'll be perfectly fine. If somebody can put that in the chat room. So what I was saying is that most of the time when we go after them, we go directly to their base. We go directly to the ground floor, and that's their outer Africa theory. That is the ground setting of what they believe in. Now, sometimes we might go out to the master teacher and mess around and talk about Dr. York and Radnick Gold and all this little weird little shit. You know what I'm saying? That's all for show. That's all for play. You know what I'm saying? And that's, you know, that's all to, you know, sort of agitate and sort of let them know, like, no, you're not just gonna, you know, not just gonna push us around and shit. Now, most of the time when they attack us and when they talk about us, you notice they never attack our base. They never attack the core center part. They always attack the little weird random little weird shit. The little weird little random claims and shit. Oh man, did you speak sign language that the hominids did? Oh man, did you know what type of dance that they did back in the the 18th century? Or you know what I'm saying? They always got this weird ass little method and this weird ass little comments that they try to slip us up on, you know what I'm saying, that don't mean shit. And so right now I'm going to try to attempt to break down the basis of the Aboriginal claim and Aboriginal claim. So then, even though I know they know it, but this is for the new people and for the spectators and even some of the the subhuman Romans who's even watching, and you will be able to understand. And I'm going to break it down. I'm going to try to break it down in a mathematical format. So you will be able to understand our claims, or you can call it a theory if you want to. You can call it a theory because it could fit in that category, but we don't really look at it that way. But if you want to call it that, you can call it that. I'm going to break that down, and I'm going to try my best to keep it in a mathematical format, so that way you will be able to add up and see eye to eye. And those of you who are new to the community, it will help you to catch up with all the new information and the new monuments and the new pyramids and all the new stuff that's coming out. It will also help you catch up. Now, so it's very important. Now, first thing you need to look at is that this information been around for a long time, but the movement has took its ground just this year. And we're talking anywhere from 4 to 8 months. And within 4 to 8 months, no one have yet to attack our ground basis, the ground floor basis. See, they might want, oh yeah, let's pop off for Dane Calloway and let's agitate the shit out of him. Let's talk about the little, let's talk about the swirlers, and let's talk about, if you speak the language, let's talk about, the little signs and little symbols, and let's talk about everything but the Aboriginal basis, y'all. This is very important that you understand me on this, family. Because 90% of the time when we're talking, we go straight for their base. And their base is the Outer Africa theory. So if we crumble your base, what up, family? What up? What up? We got Mr. Thompson in the building. Much respect. What up? So it is very important that we, we just naturally go after their base. If you don't have a base, if you don't have a basement, if you don't have a ground level, you don't have nothing. And notice, they never attack our base. So this right here is letting you know how powerful and how, powerful the movement are, and how powerful all the work that you guys put in, all the scholars and all the original people of the original movement.